All right, so I just arrived in LaGuardia in New York, and I arrived there at gate 17, and I had to come over here to gate 14 to get on my next flight. Now I'm headed to Florida by way of New York. It was a beautiful flight coming in. Saw the Statue of Liberty and a lot of the beautiful city. Looking forward to my next adventure. So getting ready to get on my flight to Florida, and I'm very excited to get going on my next adventure as we get on the Star Princess. So the group all met together and had dinner the night before the cruise. We traveled with Todd and Michelle of Traveling Around Disney YouTube, and the group had such a fabulous time together. All right, we got a nice package. Oh, look at that. Traveling Around Disney Group Crew 26. We're sitting in the shuttle at the port, getting ready to get on the ship. As we drove up, we could see the beautiful Star Princess. All right, here we go. Here we go. Woo! All right, now we're going this way. This was so easy to get on. Wow. Here we go. I agree with you. All right, we're getting ready for our group picture. So the whole group stood together for a picture before our adventure. Went through the buffet and they made us this hot pasta. And I got some pork sliced, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and onion rings. It's for my first meal on the ship.
All public areas are open and ready to host you, from vibrant bars to live music venues. Be sure to check out the eatery on deck 9 for delicious bites, Lido Pool on deck 17 for sun, fun and fantastic food, and live performances from our talented musicians as we approach our Sail Away celebration.
All right, this is the International Cafe, and these things are available 24 hours a day. And here's the table we ate at every evening at 5. Here we are with our group having dinner. I had the halibut. It was delicious. My friend had some kind of chicken dish, and she said it was good. For dessert, I had the Black Forest cake, which was yummy, and she had some kind of pistachio thingy, which she said was good. And then they brought this chocolate thing to the table for everybody to enjoy. They brought several of them. Beautiful night. We're sailing along. After dinner each evening, there was so much entertainment to choose from. We went to a play the first night called Meridian. It was amazing. Then we went and played a game show called Rock the Room. Oh my goodness, that was fun. Then there was a hilarious comedian. I don't have a picture of him. And then to end the night, we went and heard a group in the piazza and danced the night away. The next morning we got up and there was the beautiful island of Eleuthera. So we go through here and we get on the shuttle to go over on the tender. We're on the first one that's going this morning. All right, we're packed in the tender. There's several hundred of us, I think, on here. We're right next to the ship. There's the lifeboats. There's the water. And we're headed to the island of Eleuthera. All right, so we're here. We're waiting for our turn to unload. And there's the ship we just came off. We came out the hole there. You can see they're loading people into the tender. And we did that. And now we're going to the island, but we have to wait our turn. So that's what the tender looks like. We're sitting on one right now, but there's another one from our ship. And we have to go upstairs to unload. And then we'll be on the island, right here. So we have our nice chairs in the shade. We got here early enough. This is the water station, and this is where you get back on the ship. We just walked over to the eating place. There's the tenders that go back and forth all day long. Catch the last one, I don't know, it was around 3 or something, 3 or 4. And here's where I've been going in swimming. There's a bar right there. And then just down the sidewalk a little ways, you'll find the eating place. And we had delicious, I had ribs and a hamburger. And my friend had a hot dog and some grilled chicken. They had a lot of good stuff. So it was very nice. And now I'm gonna go get back in the water and enjoy some wonderful swimming. So after a wonderful day on the beach at Princess Cays, or Cays, however you say it, we left. You can see off in the distance where we were. We were sitting on that beach and swimming in that water right over there. And there's another beach over on this side. And here we go. That's where we were, right by those yellow roofs. We were kind of sitting under the palm trees. And it was a beautiful day on the Princess Island of Eleuthera. So as we head back, you can see the ship off in the distance. And Princess uses this island, and so does Disney. So we're pulling up to the hole. They'll stop and we'll all get off.
Oh, video.
Yeah, video.
Video. All right then. There you go.
Thank you.
Bon appetit, ladies.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
You can cut it for me too. Yeah.
So this night after dinner, we went and saw a show called The Company Men. And then we all went up and sat up in the very top of the piazza and watched a game show called the Yes No Show, where you couldn't say yes or no. We stayed on and watched the Princess Pops, which was a dance by the professionals. And then we went over to the Dome and tried to see a candlelight concert, but it was so crowded, so we went up on deck and watched our favorite Asian soul perform again. The next morning, it was time for breakfast. We went to the Americana Cafe. Then for lunch, we had some yummy pizza on the Lido deck. So this is probably my favorite part of the ship. This is the Dome. And inside the Dome is a pool that's connected to outside of the Dome. So you can go from inside to outside. Now the people who are sitting inside, my friends inside, are on sun loungers, but it's air conditioned. So it's very pleasant in there. I mean, it's nice here too, outside on the deck. But there are 2 hot tubs. There's a bar, and there's tons of chairs. There's always open chairs. And we're on a very, very crowded, I think the ship is full. But there's always a place to sit. The pools are always available to go into. There's lots of wonderful food up here on the Lido deck. And this is just down from the other pools, which are right down that walkway. And the pizza and grill and tacos and the salads and the ice cream shops are all down that way. So inside there's a part of the pool, and then it continues on and goes outside. So you can swim back and forth from inside to outside. And here's the stage where they do shows. And actually this stage pulls back across here. And then they have the screens where they can do things for the shows. And as you can see up here, they have lighting everywhere. And it's a very, very relaxing place to be. So they just showed the racing. And we watched the finals. And now they're going to have some other kind of show on. At the other pool, they were showing a concert from Queen. And then inside here is a lovely fountain. And there's quiet seating. People can visit and And here's the elevators. There's always plenty of elevators waiting, ready to go. All you do is you push the number, and it tells me I'm gonna go to E. And then when E comes, I'll get on. So when you get on, it tells where we're going. And we're already here. That was quick. And then we go over here to find our room. So the odd numbered cabins are on starboard side. And our cabin is 14333, so we're gonna be that way. So now as I approach my cabin, it already knows I'm here. It shows my picture that I'm here. The door is unlocked because it's green for me to go in. And here's our room all made up. We have really enjoyed being in here. There's lots of room for everything we need. There's the lights. We have our shelves. We have our closet. Here's just bathroom. No curtain, I got a nice door. The bathroom's pretty big. And then out here, we have our desk and a little area for charging. And we have a little chair for sitting. And we each have our beds. And the beds are amazing, amazingly cozy and comfy. We've really enjoyed it. So in the afternoon, we all headed down to celebrate 5 years of Todd and Michelle doing their YouTube channel, Traveling Around Disney. And we had so much fun taking pictures and visiting. So we spent a good hour or so together celebrating Todd and Michelle. They are a wonderful couple who have brought us all together. None of us knew each other before this cruise, but I am happy to say that at the end of the cruise, we have made many, many new friends from all over the country. And we all definitely, I think, plan to travel together again. We're looking forward to more fun times. And it was just an amazing experience. Melanie, right there in the orange on the side, was our travel agent, and she arranged everything for us so wonderfully. It was an awesome, awesome time.
Today is the very first day we uploaded a video onto YouTube.
Oh, wow.
So this is why it's a group cruise, and this is why it's so special. We'll raise a toast, not to Traveling Around Disney, but to you guys, our fellow travelers. If it wasn't for you, we would not be here. This has always been about y'all. It will always continue to be about y'all. And that is how we will continue to do it.
Todd and Michelle will toast one more time.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I'm going to celebrate.
So as you can see, we're actually moving. You can see we're having dinner and we're moving. So we're trying the tuna tonight. Looks pretty good. Look at that, it's got Neapolitan in there. And I enjoyed the pavlova, yum. Then we were off to the show. It was like a circus show. Almost like an acrobatic circus show with the singers from the other night. And oh my goodness, it was phenomenal. We saw so much activity and fun. Then we went out to the piazza and we're ready for another fun game show called You Think You Can Dance, where they match up guests with crew from the ship and they dance. After that, we needed another dinner. I had to have a steak. I hadn't had one like this yet. And my friend had some chicken. Okay, after we ate another meal, we went back to the piazza for our favorite band, Asian Soul. And they rocked the night away until almost midnight with so many songs. And people kept cheering for an encore. And it was a phenomenal show. What a way to end our amazing group cruise. I can't wait for the next one.